How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we have a new team. We have a Seviper team. Seviper was recommended to be used by Nova from the Discord server. If you want to try the team out, use the code at the top right corner of the screen. There's also a copy and paste of the team in the description down below. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And with that being said, let's jump to the team preview. Okay, today we have a battle versus Daniel from the Discord server. Go ahead and join the Discord server. It's the best place to go for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles right now. Looking at his team, Magnezone's going to have a field day. They've got a Veluza, they've got a Slowbro, and they've got a Cloyster, which are all susceptible to Magnezone. The Cloyster can sell its Shell Smash, which is going to be annoying, but Choice Scarf, Meowscarada does actually outspeed still, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Plus, we have options for that anyway. We've got Mr. Torkoal over here who can definitely live a hit and go for a Rapid Spin to finish it off if we break its Shell Smash. So they're probably going to lead with Ting-Lu. I'm going to lead off with Meowscarada. I typically end up leading off with Meowscarada, but in this case, it's actually really good because it hurts the Arboliver, it hurts the Ting-Lu, hurts the Cloy, it hurts everything on the team really. So I think we're good to go. And the battle begins. So Daniel over there is going to lead off with Arboliver. Nice and good for us as we led off with the Meowscarada. So we're in a very good position right now. We can easily go for a U-turn if we want to. I think I am going to go straight for the U-turn. It will get the grassy terrain up, but that's kind of going to benefit us as well. It's going to stop the chip, you know. So we'll go for a U-turn real quick just to get some nice stab Protean damage on this Arboliver. There we go for a U-turn. We're going to get that nice and powerful Protean boost, turn into a bug type, do some serious damage to this Arboliver, and activate its Seed Sower. So that's great for us. That's going to actually boost the power of our Flower Trick to the point where it might actually KO the Ting-Lu, which would be crazy if we could pull that off, but I don't think we will. I think they're going to go for a Leech Seed or something like that, so I'm going to go into Goodra. Goodra has Sap Sipper, and for those wondering why I have Sap Sipper over Gooey, Earth Power's not going to do anything to us. We're fine. We're fine. Goodra walls every special attacker. It's really good, really good. And looking at this matchup, we're going to be in a good position. So we've got to watch out for the Cinderace, though. Definitely got to watch out for the Cinderace. So I'm looking at this matchup right now, and I'm thinking Fire Blast is going to hurt. So let's go for the Fire Blast real quick. If they try and Leech Seed us, it won't work. They're going to withdraw Arboliver. What are they going to go into? Ting-Lu? Probably Ting-Lu, right? Slowbro comes in. Slowbro is not the best switching because I do have Thunderbolt. They don't necessarily know that, but yeah, we do. We do have that indeed. So that's great for us. What I'm going to do now is I'm fully expecting them to either go for a Future Sight or an Ice Beam or something along those lines. So I'm just going to go straight for a T-Bolt just to get some damage off on this thing. We should outspeed anyway. If you're wondering why I have Rock Slide, basically I put a lot of hours into this team. And I found that Goodra always finds itself in situations where it's 1v1ing a Volcarona. And I can never win the 1v1. Volcarona sets up like 3 Quiver Dancers, which we still live Bug Buzzers from +3 Volcarona. And Rock Slide one-shots it. So I figured, you know what? Instead of Sludge Bomb, let's put Rock Slide on there. Catch those Volcaronas off guard, because Volcarona's a big threat in OU right now. Go for another Thunderbolt right now. We actually have no reason not to. They do switch out. Are they going to go Ting-Lu? Probably the Ting-Lu, right? Probably the Ting-Lu. Obviously, in this match, we're not going to have an opportunity to show off Goodra against Volcarona. But maybe against the Cinderace. You never know. You never know. I think dropping a Draco is probably better on the Cinderace, though, so probably won't do that. What we can do now is, though, we can go into our old Meowscarada over here, and the great thing about this matchup is that Meowscarada does so well against their team. Also, this grassy terrain's lasted a bit longer than usual, so it probably has terrain extender, so that's always nice. So we're going to go into Meowscarada as they go for the Stealth Rocks, as expected. I figured they go for Stealth Rocks or Spikes or something along those lines, so that's absolutely fine. What we can do now is take the Future Sight attack like a champ because we're a Dark type. Boom. And we can go for a Grassy Terrain boosted Flower Trick right now. I'm actually tempted to Terrestrialize as well and get the KO. I think that's probably a good idea, going for the KO. We do lose the access to Protean though if we do that. But then again, looking at their team, the only thing we need is Flower Trick. I think we go for a normal Flower Trick first, just to see what they're going to do. If they switch out, they switch out, but they don't necessarily need to switch out. As they're going to Terrestrialize into something else, which is interesting. So what type are they going to Terrestrialize into? Please be a Water type or something like that. That'd be awesome. A Dark type. Okay, Dark type's fine. Dark type's fine. We're not going to hit super effective damage on the Ting-Lu anymore, but boosted by Grassy Terrain, it should still do a lot of damage. As we go for the Flower Trick, boosted by Protean. Nice and powerful. Drop a bomb on it, and that does some solid damage. So that was boosted by Grassy Terrain as well. That's no joke. So Body Press comes through. Interesting move. I don't see Body Press on Ting-Lu, to be honest with you. Very often, anyway. I've seen it once or twice. But not too worried about that, to be honest with you. As now this thing's a pure Dark type, we can just go ahead and go into something else to take care of it. Seviper, for example, can take care of it to an extent. Not really. Not really. Seviper, looking at their team, our Bolivar's like the only opportunity we really got. Gunk Shot isn't resisted by anything on their team anymore, thanks to the Ting-Lu doing its thing. So we could go into our Seviper, but this thing's definitely physically defensive. So I'm thinking instead we could go into Torkoal, we could go into Magnezone. I'm thinking Magnezone, to be honest with you. It depends really. It depends what they want to do. So I think I'll go Corviknight here. And the reason I want to go Corviknight is A, we got the Rocky Helmet damage, which would be great. B, we can hit this thing with a Body Press because this isn't a defog Corviknight. We've got Rapid Spin on Torkoal. The reason we have Rapid Spin on Torkoal is because it's great for Goldengo, because the amount of people that... Oh, but they will win those. Okay, fair enough. I could have gone for a Flower Trick, but I didn't know that. I didn't want to get hit by a Body Press. Anyway, the reason that we do that is because the amount of people that just switch Goldengo into Torkoal thinking, hey, we're going to block that Rapid Spin, and I just slash him in the face with a Fire Blast. It's always funny. It's always great. So anyway, Goodra's in. We have got lowered special attack from this thing, so our Draco Meteor is not going to do too much damage to it. But if we think they're going to go for a Whirlwind again... By the way, this grassy terrain seems like it's lasting forever. I think I drop a Draco here just to get some chip damage. There we go, drop a Draco real quick just to get some chip damage. They probably go for a Whirlwind. It's definitely physically defensive though. It's not specially defensive at all. There's the Whirlwind. Hopefully we get dragged out into Magnezone. That would be ideal because we can get a nice and powerful Volt Switch off on something. Or a Thunderbolt or whatever we want to go for. Please bring in Magnezone. That'd be ideal. Magnezone! There he is! What a perfect switch! That worked out really well for us. So anyway. Floating in the air with our air balloon, we are completely immune to their earthquakes. However, choice... Do we expect the Body Press this turn? I think they would go for Body Press this turn. So the grass is going to disappear from the field, which is unfortunate because it's not going to recover my Stealth Rock damage, but what can you do? We could Tera Ice. No, we can't. There's no point. It's not a ground type anymore. I think we go for Volt Switch into Corv. I think that's the best bet to go for. Volt Switch into Corv. Volt Switch is going to do some solid little bit of chip damage to it. Ting-Lu is one of them Pokemon where they don't have viable recovery. So all they can really do is... just try and, live as long as they can with leftovers. So anyway, we go on to Corviknight, get the pressure exerting, which is always nice. They go for a Body Press as expected. We're going to eat that out like it's nothing, get some Rocky Helmet chip, which is great. And now we can just go for a Body Press and hopefully get the KO on this thing. We more than likely see either Stealth Rocks expecting Defog or Whirlwind. So I'm going to go straight for that Body Press right now, expecting a Whirlwind or something like that. They're going to withdraw Ting-Lu. They don't want to take a Body Press, which makes a lot of sense. We could have gone for a U-turn, but I thought they would stay in, to be honest with you. They're going to bring out Cinderace hard into a Body Press. Ooh. That does some solid damage right there. So, anywho, what's our switch in? Oh, yeah, Torkoal, of course. Torkoal is the ultimate switch in here. We can go for a Rapid Spin. They have no Ghost types whatsoever, so we're absolutely fine going into the Torkoal over here. And we can go for our own Stealth Rocks as well, which would be really good. Break that Cloyster's Focus Sash if it's got one. Cinderace as well if it's not Boots. Drought does boost the power of Pyro, but we should be fine anyway because we're physically defensive AF. So we're good to go. So I am first going to go for a Rapid Spin here. They go for a U-turn, which is interesting. Well, not really. If they've got U-turn, they go for a U-turn here. They don't just hard switch out. Get some chip damage, get some chip damage on us. So they see we're not leftovers. They might think we're Heat Rock. No, we didn't take any Stealth Rock damage, so it's pretty obvious we're Heavy Duty Boots. Are we Heavy Duty Boots? Did I take... I don't know. Anyway, Slowbro comes in. That's absolutely fine. We can go for a Rapid Spin real quick. There we go. Get some nice chip damage on the Slowbro, which is always nice. And what we can do now is... basically, I have Magnezone on the team for Corviknight, because Seviper just can't do anything to Corviknight, as you'd expect. So, with that in mind, I think the play is to go into Goodra. So I'm going to go ahead and go into Goodra. And we saw how much Draco Meteor did to Ting-Lu, so we know that the next time Ting-Lu comes in, we can just drop a Draco on it. So even they can't really switch anything in now, which is amazing. So they go for a Future Sight, which is obviously going to hurt at some point. I always forget how many turns it is. I remembered earlier when I switched the Meowscarada in, but other than that, I can't remember, to be honest with you, off the top of my head. So I just go for a Thunderbolt here. There's no real reason not to. They can't even bring the Ting-Lu in anymore because it's not a ground type. So we go for a Thunderbolt. Solid damage on the Slowbro. Was that a crit? No, it wasn't. That was just damage. Ice Beam comes through. There's some chip damage to Goodra. Goodra doesn't care about no Slowbro's Ice Beam. Goodra is Assault Vest and is very, very, very bulky. Like I said, it's mainly there for Volcarona. Mainly, and Goldengo, of course. So we go for another Thunderbolt here, and we should just be able to take out this Slowbro. Again, they don't really have a good switch into this thing. They're going to withdraw anyway. What are they going to go into? Ting-Lu again? Ting-Lu. Okay, so they are basically sacking Ting-Lu at this point. So Ting-Lu's going to come in. It's got all Dark type and stuff like that. We go for a T-Bolt. It's going to do some solid damage. Nice bit of chip damage, which is great. The Harsh Sunlight does fade, which is unfortunate because I was going to go for a Fire Blast to KO this Ting-Lu, but now we'll just have to rely on the accuracy of Draco Meteor to KO it. So I think we can get the KO here. I'm pretty sure we can, so I'm going to go for it. Drop a Draco real quick on the Ting-Lu, get the KO. Nicely done. So we got the first KO of the game, which is just great. And they've used up the Terrestrialization. And now that the Ting-Lu's gone, if we get a free switch into Seviper, something's going to get hurt real bad. Even the Slowbro with the health it's at, not going to appreciate it at all. So that's always good. In comes Veluza. The Veluza. So this is where things get a bit tricky. This thing's going to go for a Fillet Away. We know it's going to go for a Fillet Away. However, I'm pretty confident Meowscarada still outspeeds. So should we go for a Thunderbolt? I think we go straight for a Thunderbolt here. I think we don't want to risk getting the Fillet Away on us. I definitely don't want to risk that. They go for a Psycho Cut right off the bat, which is going to do a lot of damage. Luckily, there was no crit there. Thunderbolt comes through, does about half. No paralysis. We got the paralysis! I literally was just about to say no paralysis. What a shame. Oh, but we got the paralysis. Absolutely amazing. So let's go for that Thunderbolt real quick. We do outspeed now, of course. That's going to be able to do some solid damage to Veluza. And they're going to get fully paralyzed. The Citrus Berry, which is interesting. So no Fillet Away. No Fillet Away for you. No Fillet Away at all. As they go for a Psycho Cut to finish off Goodra. So that's absolutely fine. What we can now do is we can go into our Seviper. And Seviper will outspeed and go for whatever it wants to. Or does it? Does it outspeed? Crap. Even after paralysis, it might not outspeed. I think our best bet is to go into Magnezone and go for that nice and powerful Volt Switch. I think that's the best bet to go for. We'll go for the nice and powerful Volt Switch. We are max speed, so we'll definitely outspeed this Veluza even after paralysis. Veluza's not that fast, but Seviper is extremely slow. So that's why I'm worried. Let's go for that Volt Switch real quick, see what they're going to do. Volt Switch comes through. They don't switch out. They just let Veluza go down, which makes a lot of sense to me. Now they get a free switch into whatever they want, basically. Probably going to see a Cloyster switch. Now, here's the thing. If the Cinderace isn't choice banded, Seviper can live a Pyro Ball. I have a feeling they're going to be heavy-duty boots Cinderace, to be honest with you. So we'll bring in Seviper, our old chum Seviper over here with its nice scales, looking absolutely amazing. And in comes the Cinderace. So this is the thing that we have to worry about here. So what we could do is we could switch back into Gramps. But that'll boost the power of Pyro Ball, which we don't necessarily want. But Stealth Rocks would be nice. And then we can just go into our Meowscarada and go for a knockoff to get the KO. But I kind of want to save Meowscarada. Cloyster could have Ice Shard, which will finish us off. So we don't want to go for that. Seviper might be like one of our only way of doing this. I think Gramps is not the best play. I think the best play to go for is Earthquake. I think the best play to go for is Earthquake right now. So I'm going to go for it. They go for a U-turn? Oh, wow. They're going to go for a U-turn. Interesting. So that's going to do some chip damage to us. What do they bring in to take an Earthquake, though? Are they going to bring the Slowbro in? They probably bring the Slowbro in, right? They bring the Slowbro in. At the health it's at, we're not going to 2-hit KO it, unfortunately. Which would have been awesome if we did. Oh, we might. Oh, no, leftovers. Leftovers. Never mind. We don't 2-hit KO it. They probably go for a slack off right now, so I'm going to go straight into Magnezone. Magnezone once again gets a free Volt Switch off, which would be amazing. So we'll bring back Seviper. We'll go into our Magnezone, who can definitely take a hit from this thing unless they predict us to switch and go for a Fire Blast, which I don't think they will. They're probably just going to go for a Future Sight, to be honest with you, as they go for a Flamethrower expecting the switch. Banging. Absolutely banging. Popping our air balloon, which is unfortunate, but we don't need it against this team. Now our Ting-Lu's gone. We don't need it anymore. So, how long have we got left? 5 minutes left of the battle. We need to start making some plays. So I'm going to go for that Volt Switch, just as I was expecting them to switch out. As they do switch out, are they going to go Arboliver? They go into Arboliver, which is absolutely amazing. This gives us a free opportunity to go into our Seviper. Seviper, basically, based on the Slowbro's current health, Gunk Shot will 2-hit KO. Gunk Shot will 2-hit KO. So, the plan is, we go into Seviper, we go for that nice and powerful Gunk Shot. Rycon over here. Seviper. I love Seviper, it's such a cool Pokemon. Get some grassy terrain recovery, which is always nice. And then we go straight for that Gunk Shot. We go straight for that Gunk Shot and get the KO. Gunk Shot comes through, we don't miss. Down goes Arboliver, which is amazing. Seviper gets a KO, which is just perfect. Just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Seviper getting the KO. Gotta love it. In comes Cloyster. So Cloyster is where things get tricky. We can probably expect a Shell Smash right now. I'm inclined to go for the Gunk Shot again. I'm gonna have to. Otherwise they get a free Shell Smash. There's the Shell Smash. Please don't miss the Gunk Shot, Seviper, otherwise we lose to this Cloyster. It's that simple. Don't miss. Hopefully the White Herb as well. Like for the White Herb, that's even better. Because we might get the KO. We might. They are White Herb. Perfect. Let's see if we can get the KO here. So we go for the Gunk Shot. I should have Trashalized into a Poison type, shouldn't I? We get the crit! Seviper coming through! The critical hit Gunk Shot was perfect! Seviper, you absolute monster! I should have Trashalized there. That's for sure. But I think I'm Trashalized against this Slowbro, that's for sure. I'm definitely Trashalizing against this Slowbro. So we'll go for a Gunk Shot real quick on this Slowbro. Trashalize into a Poison type. Seviper is a monster. Okay, it should be banned to Ubers. Maybe I won't go that far. I won't go that far. But Seviper's going to Trashalize now into a pure Poison type. It's already pure Poison. Should be Poison Dark, really, but, you know, it's whatever. So Seviper's going to put into a Poison type, which is awesome. We go for that Gunk Shot real quick. We hit the Gunk Shot. Boosted by Trashalization and a Choice Band. Should do a lot of damage to the Slowbro. Actually KOs from there! Oh my lord! That wasn't even a crit! Seviper coming through right now! And this is where we live the Pyro Ball from the Cinderace. Because it's not Choice Banded. Watch me live. I bet you any money I live. a Pyro Ball right now. Pyro Ball comes through. Told you! But we missed the Gunk Shot. How anticlimactic is that? We lived the Pyro Ball just to miss the Gunk Shot. Oh dear. Pyro Ball comes through once again. That's going to KO the Seviper, of course. And I can't believe that happened. If we hit that Pyro Ball, it would have been the perfect end to this video. So what we do now is with the Torkoal, we go into Torkoal real quick. And what we need to do is hit a Fire Blast. Because Drought's going to boost the power of the Pyro Ball, which means it's going to do considerable damage still. And we go for a Fire Blast real quick as they go for another Pyro Ball. Clearly they are locked in. No, they can't be locked in. We go for a Fire Blast and miss, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. And basically all we need to do is weaken this Cinderace to the point where Meowscarada can come in, go for a knockoff and get the KO. Unfortunately, the more we miss Fire Blast, the more the grassy terrain is going to recover the Cinderace's health, which is going to make that really difficult. So they go for another Pyro Ball, of course. They're running out of PP on that move, surely. We hit a Fire Blast, which is great. Some solid damage to Cinderace, takes it right down to half, which is always nice. And this grassy terrain just seems to last forever. I know it's terrain extender and all that wonderful stuff. There we go. It disappeared now. So, another Fire Blast will do. It'll do the trick. I think Torkoal is basically walling this Pyro Ball little by little. Pyro Ball comes through. Once again, it's boosted by the sun. Nearly gets the KO on the Torkoal. We're going to hit the next Fire Blast, which is perfect. Accuracy is on our side today. We hit 3. We go for another Pyro Ball. They're going to another Pyro Ball here. It's going to KO the Torkoal. We've got about 20 seconds left of the game. 20 seconds left. absolutely phenomenal game. This has been a really fun game. So we'll bring Meowscarada in. Okay, old KitKat over here. And we go for the knockoff. There we go. Knockoff should come through. Turn us into a dark type. And with 3 seconds left of the battle, we managed to claim the victory from Daniel. Absolutely astounding battle. That was extremely fun. That was extremely fun. Seviper did a lot of work there. That crit on the Cloyster really, really changed the game because that was about to be a Cloyster sweep. If Cloyster didn't have Ice Shard though, Meowscarada with a Choice Scarf outspeeds still, which is an interesting fact I found through laddering, provided it's not Jolly. If it's Jolly, I believe it still outspeeds, but they're usually adamant with Shell Smash. So anyway, thanks for the game, Daniel. That was a pretty fun game. It was a bit of a wild ride. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.